got these two walls insulated, and then took the metal off of this wall here. It had metal like that, so I took those bits down. That way I can put plywood up along here as well, and that'll let me hang things on it easier than drilling into the metal. But insulation's all up, it's ready to go. Got a bunch of plywood for the walls. Not very thick, but it should be good enough for what I'm doing, 3/8 inch thick. And if I decide I want to paint over it, it won't be too difficult to paint over it. But I'll probably just leave it as it is. So plywood comes next. All right, the paneling is up. Turned out pretty good, all except for this bad corner back here. I knew this would be a problem. Kind of slopes down 1.5 inches really. So there's a bit of a gap at the bottom, but I'll put some trim around the bottoms and the top. Should be okay. And once I get the ceiling joists in, then there'll be some trim that goes across the top, of course, too, to hide some of that. And I need another 2 sheets here. Should have bought more, but just to finish up to that last little bit of black right there. So that'll be the next step, is to finish that up and then start on the workbench. So originally I was going to do a 4-foot deep workbench, which would be as deep as that sheet. And then I realized that's just too much. It's going to take up way too much space in the room. Plus I won't be able to reach all the way back anyways. So I'll be making it a 3-foot workbench all the way across. And I'm just going to mount it right to the wall. So the plan is to get, actually, to take those 2 workbenches apart. And I'm going to reuse the wood from that for the frame of it. So 2x6s will go across, mounted to the wall. So that's how I'll start off, making it nice and level across. Can't trust the floor, of course. So that'll hold the weight on the back. And then the legs in the front, they'll just be a little bit longer down there till they get to this side, because of how much the floor slopes. So that'll be a little bit tricky to measure those and get that right. But I think it'll be okay. And then for the top of it, I'll probably just do 3/4 inch plywood on the top. No sense of doing anything too expensive, because it'll just get nicked up anyways. And I could always just put more plywood on top of that if I have to. So that's the plan. Once again, Ricky is waiting patiently for some dinner, so we're going to go get something to eat.